Guys, this is Honda's first electric motorcycle and first full-size one anyway. And I've got to say, I'm not a big fan of what Honda's been saying lately, really disparaging other companies and saying they're going to go bankrupt, haha, in your face. But I love this motorbike and good job to Honda with this thing. The Honda WN7 has some impressive power. In fact, enough power to make sure you know you're alive. Hello my friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. YouTube's new algorithm means that you're often not getting all of our videos in your feed. There's 7,500. I'm pretty sure you're probably not seeing a lot of them. In the description, there is a link to our newsletter. Click on that and you can get an update every day of all the latest news in the electric car industry. The Honda WN7 has 50 kilowatt or 67 horsepower. I mean, that's serious power. That's even a slightly more power than a 600cc internal combustion motorcycle. But torque with EVs is instant. So 100 newton meters of torque, and this is going to be very, very quick. Now, Honda say they had an EV. Apparently, they've leaned into the EV strengths with a design philosophy they call Be the Wind. Be the Wind. Apparently, they want to create a ride experience that's quiet and immersive, letting you hear the world around you while still delivering that satisfying EV torque hit. So, sounds good to me. I think one of the most interesting parts about this new Honda motorcycle is that it has a frameless chassis. Instead of a traditional motorcycle frame, Honda uses the rigid aluminium battery, the actual case itself, as a structural element. Sort of like Tesla's structural battery packs that now most of the market are also using. This connects both the front steering head and the rear swing arm pivot directly to it. And this design cuts weight and also improves handling by centralizing the mass. So, good idea, I think. Apparently, LiveWire did that as well with their S2 Arrow platform. So using these batteries as structural components does make sense. Makes these motorbikes and cars lighter, and it makes them structurally more rigid as well. My solar and batteries. I've got a 50 kilowatt hour battery here and I've got a big solar array. So I pay $0 for electricity. That's including charging my electric car. Resync Solar is the company that I used. I'll put a link to them in the description below. Honda's Powertrain. It has a liquid cooled motor with a built-in inverter, delivering power to a belt drive rear wheel through our newly designed gearbox. Quiet and clean and probably basically maintenance free. Now the battery size, it's got a 9.3 kilowatt hour battery and it has CCS2 fast charging. 20 to 80% takes 30 minutes, so pretty slow charging. Type 2 charging. Claim range is 140 kilometers, which is 87 miles. So range is, my opinion, they need a longer range version. I think a lot of people, they want to buy a bike like this, they're going to want more than 140 kilometers of range or 87 miles. That's under the WMTC scale, WMTC. So it's like WLTP for cars, but for motorbikes instead. There is one cool thing. It's got regen braking with customizable deceleration levels, as well as slow speed walk mode for precise parking assistance. Pricing, how much is this thing going to cost? Is it within budget? Well, it's a Honda, so it's not going to be cheap, put it that way, but we don't actually know the price yet. I think this is pretty good, just needs a bit more range. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Honda has revealed its new electric car, the P7. Now, this thing is, it's interesting because obviously they've used the Xpeng name, the P7 of their new car. For some reason, if they put a Y in front of it, it's okay. They're calling it a crossover, an electric crossover, but to me it looks more like a station wagon. Here are the details for this new EV from Honda. Hello my friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans, you're watching the Electric Viking. Great to have you with us. This car to me looks similar in size to my car, maybe a little bit smaller than the Xpeng G6, and unfortunately, at this point in time, this is a China-only special. Could go global, who knows, I don't know. Volkswagen is trying to respond to the shift in the car market in China, which has been happening for years. For some reason, Honda has completely missed the boat when it comes to electrification of vehicles in China. But now they're going, well, hang on a minute, we have to do this, we've got to do this fast, and they've unveiled this new EV.
Honda plans to manufacture the EP7 in collaboration with its local joint venture partner GAC. GAC own the Aeon brand. The Aeon EV brand is well known. It's coming to many countries around the world, and they make really good EVs. So this one, maybe it's good as well. I don't know. The GAC joint venture with Honda is a joint venture partnership where GAC own 50% of the brand and Honda own 50%. But the truth is the cars really are manufactured by GAC. The vehicle is actually a similar size to the Xpeng G6 and the Tesla Model Y. It's 4,750 millimeters long. It's 187 inches long. It's 1,930 millimeters wide. That's 75.9 inches wide. It has a pretty long wheelbase though, which would probably give it a pretty good interior space. It's 2,930 millimeter long wheelbase, which is 115.3 inches. But it's one very heavy car for the size. In fact, considerably heavier than a Tesla Model Y and the Xpeng G6. It weighs 2,305 kilograms, which is 5,100 pounds. Yeah. For some bizarre reason, it also comes standard with enormous 21-inch wheels, which would be, not great for efficiency, not great for range. It would reduce range pretty significantly. Battery, what battery does it use? It uses a battery from CATL. I believe it's a ternary battery, NMC, so nickel, manganese, cobalt battery. It uses a 201 horsepower front motor and a 268 horsepower rear motor. So that's 150 kilowatt at the front, 200 kilowatt in the rear, and that gives it a combined power of 350 kilowatt or around about 470 horsepower. So a lot of power. Apparently, according to Honda, it can do 0 to 100 or 0 to 62 miles an hour in 4.6 seconds. This thing would destroy a Honda Civic Type R in a straight line, at least anyway. And obviously, this is a family car. Now, guys, I'm not really sure I like the look of the frontal that much. In fact, it looks very generic and boring to me at the front. But I think the rear of this car and the side profile is quite nice. It's been designed with, I don't know who designed this. I think it's better than every other Honda car that I've seen for the last couple of years. So from the rear I'm talking about and the side profile, I really like the look of it. Now, one of the things I noticed is it doesn't have side mirrors. Having side mirrors on reduces the car's, any EV's efficiency by around about 5%.